Colours there, followed by Mr. Comfortable. Gallicus around the outside, putting in a claimer. At the head of the others then came Cross the Floor, followed by Copperware and Mr. Comfortable. Up towards the 500-metre point they travel. Irish Grace goes to the front here. In second place, Y1 Go Red, followed closely by Cross the Floor. And they were being followed right over on the outside by Gallicus. Carrickram got a check there on the turn, dropped out of it sharply. Round the turn they race now. And Irish Grace is the leader, being tackled by Gallicus, who's looming up on the outside. And they're clear from Cross the Floor. Stentorian from a long way back and further back to Dinsky as they come down inside the final 200. Gallicus on the outside has taken a lead from Irish Grace. On the outside, Paxonet coming home hard. Gallicus is the leader. Paxonet starting to fly down the outside. Gallicus in front. Paxonet trying hard. Gallicus has just lasted to beat Paxonet. Third home Irish Grace, then Stentorian, and then came Frano, and they were followed next by Dinsky. At the head of the others, Mr. Comfortable, followed by Cross the Floor, Copperware, and back behind them then came Y1 Go Red, Carrickram, and Dom Rapier, and last of all, striking colours of the main bunch, and there's one tailed off, and that's Sibelius. A lot of crowding there just before the home turn. Carrickram, all set to go. Stand by for a start. Light rain still falling. Race 9 on the program. Now they settle. Light on. They're off. And Rosso Verde first to jump out towards the outside with Rare Meteor, and Quebeau's Daughter got away speedily, and so did Major Silence. Sky Calypso. Sports Extras in behind them as they settle into stride, and they were being followed a bit further back then at the head of the others by Supreme Chant. On settling down, and over on the inside the leader is Rare Meteor by a half length. Rosso Verde has gone up to tackle at a length and a half Quebeau's Daughter, and they were followed next then at the head of the others, making up some ground along the inside of Sports Extras. They come along in the direction of the home turn. Dancing Century next to the outside, Major Silence, and they are followed by Sky Calypso and Supreme Chanters in behind them, and a fair way back in the field is Daring Show racing around the home turn, and the leader here coming up towards the home turn. Rosso Verde has kicked away by a length and a half to Rare Meteor. Sports Extra running on pretty well, and they're followed by Quebeau's Daughter, Major Silence, Sky Calypso, and Chiletto Lady getting up on the inside. Rosso Verde as the leader. Now Rare Meteor, and down the outside Quebeau's Daughter, but Rosso Verde is doing the job well, and Rosso Verde will go on and score. Rosso Verde by a length to Rare Meteor. Finishing on Chiletto Lady, maybe third near the inside from Quebeau's Daughter and Supreme Chant, Sky Calypso. Then Major Silence, followed by Daring Show, Sports Extra, and Speedboat Bills finished a long way back in the field towards the tail there, with High Grandad, one of the tail enders, and Absolute was Dancing Century. Well, he had a few looks around, the boy on Rosso Verde, and he has won with I Felt Something in Hand. And Rosso Verde going home to victory here in the 9th of the day. It did look a good thing on paper. Rosso Verde, ridden by the apprentice W. Davis, a bay horse.
He settles again. They're racing now. No Tolerance left pretty well on the inside. Gay Scene is out well with Chintilla. Prince Invader coming across from the outside, and Siege going with them. Then Arana Tony, Tendency, and Trogger dropped out to last. Racing to the first turn at the 1350 metres now. And Gay Scene on the inside has the lead from Prince Invader, 3 wide. Between them is Siege. 2 away Arana Tony, Chintilla the rail, and Tendency 3 wide, 2 to No Tolerance. And Trogger's at the tail of the field over the back with about 1100 metres to go, and Gay Scene is the leader. Shows out a length on or Siege on the outside, and Prince Invader going up around them to join Gay Scene in front, and Siege drops in behind third. Tendency was 4-2 to Chintilla on the inside of Arana Tony. No Tolerance is back to second last, and Trug was last of all. On past the 800 now. Gay Scene about a neck to Prince Invader. Tendency went up to third around the grey Siege. 1.5 Chintilla, and then Arana Tony. No Tolerance on the rail, and Trog at the tail of the field. Starting the run up the side of the 600, and Prince Invader grabbed Gay Scene to go to the lead. Tendency on the outside. Siege coming off the fence in the centre, and then Chintilla starting a run. No Tolerance third last from Trog, and Arana Tony is last. 400 to go at the top of the straight now, and Prince Invader will lead them. A length the Siege. Tendency under pressure. Chintilla coming up 4 wide around them, and then Trog. No Tolerance is saving ground on the rail. Prince Invader joined by Siege the outside, and Chintilla. No Tolerance was next as the top weight. Chintilla and Siege have gone past Prince Invader. No Tolerance switching back to the inside. Chintilla and Siege together. Chintilla's got his head in front. Siege kicking again. Siege coming again with Chintilla. They're coming to the line locked together. It's a head bobber. Might be Siege and nose Chintilla, but there's not much in it. No Tolerance close up on the rail. Then Prince Invader, Tendency, and Trog. A long gap to Arana Tony, and Gay Scene is last. Judge calls on the photo here. It's pretty tight.
Button, they're ready to jump. All set. Racing now. My Sodomere near the inside began very quickly, and Fiery Prince was fast away. Shimazan Valjean getting back in the early part. Tropical Bay is showing plenty of speed, surging up in search of the lead. As they race into the back now and approach the 1200, Fiery Prince in front of Tropical Bay, and Ladies Secretariat is going quickly on the outside up into second berth now. Sesqui is a length away fourth, followed by Star Ranga, My Sodomere, Melchbourne, Sea of Carome. Then Call Me Beautiful. Shimazan is getting back, and Valjean at the rear, 1,000 metres out. Fiery Prince is making play in front, leading by a length and a half. Tropical Bay Ladies Secretariat second and third, and there's Melchbourne sweeping around them. He's moved up to be second now. Star Rango following up behind Melchbourne. Further back came Shimazan, Call Me Beautiful, Valjean, My Sodomere, and last of all is Sea of Carome. As they come down the side, they've got 650 metres to go. Fiery Prince a neck in front, second Melchbourne. Tropical Bay switching across the heels of the leader, going up in the centre. Tropical Bay, Star Rango a length away fourth, then Valjean, who picked up plenty of ground sticking to the inside, moved up to be fifth as they approached the corner. Then Ladies Secretariat under pressure. My Sodomere is next, then Shimazan, Sesqui, Sea of Carome, and Call Me Beautiful. They straighten up now, 250 metres out. Fiery Prince's kick leads by a length and a half. In second place, Tropical Bay, Melchbourne, My Sodomere getting clear, and Valjean just behind them. Fiery Prince is the leader with 100 metres to go. The boy's gone for the weapon. He's giving plenty, Fiery Prince. Fiery Prince in front of Tropical Bay, Valjean, and My Sodomere. And as they hit the line, Fiery Prince wins it. Fiery Prince first, Tropical Bay second. Valjean maybe third, a touch in front of My Sodomere. Then Melchbourne, Sea of Carome, Shimazan, Lady Secretariat, Sesqui, Star Ringo, and Call Me Beautiful. Fiery Prince has led from barrier to box. He scored well. Fiery Prince, Mike Pelling.
Soon have them on their way. Witch Hill Way standing well. Captain Ben, Goes M, start coming up. There's the light, off they run, and on the outside Anachronism, the first to bound out with Big Bruiser, Akush Lamari. Royal Link got away very speedily, and so too did Procreate down to the inside from Gone Dancing, and they were being followed by Prince Segovian. In behind them, Legal Case, a bit further back as Goes M over on the inside, and he was followed by Settlement Road, and Sands has dropped out to last. They're going hard in the lead here. Royal Link, the leader, a half length to Captain Ben. Close in behind them on the outside, then Akush Lamari, a length and a half. Procreate with All Sam close handy. 2 lengths away as Gone Dancing on the outside of Prince Segovian, 3 lengths to Anachronism, a length and a half then to Big Bruiser on the outside of Witch Hill Way, followed by Legal Case. Settlement Road's a long way back, third last with Sansa, and Goes Am as last of all. 600 metres left to go. Royal Link a half length to Captain Ben. Akush Lamari on the outside, going well behind them all. Sam a length into Gone Dancing. Procreate dropping out of it, about to be passed by Anachronism, and further back as Prince Segovian as they race up towards the home turner. Akush Lamari moved out deep on the track to tackle Royal Link, and Old Sam waiting for the last crack of them. Captain Ben is in behind them. Anachronism finishing on pretty well as they straighten up. Akush Lamari is the leader. Down the outside was Anachronism, and All Sam pushing through in the centre. It's Anachronism, the leader from Akush Lamari, and on the inside All Sam finishing on. Anachronism on the outside. Akush Lamari having a ding-dong duel. Akush Lamari, Anachronism. Akush Lamari on the inside, I think's done best to win. Give it to Akush Lamari just ahead of Anachronism, and All Sam third. They're followed by Settlement Road, who made up a heap of ground to run fourth. Then Prince Segovian, Goes Am, Royal Link, Procreate, Witch Hill Way, Sands, Captain Ben, followed by Big Bruiser, Legal Case, and last of all, Gone Dancing. Stand by for placings in the last of the day.